Right. Now we'll move to item 12. We've got Francis. There is a consistent thread here. Good to see you, Kev.
Hello, thank you.
Francis, we have recommendations, and Councillor Penny, would you like to move? And Councillor Ross, you second? Good. Right, gentlemen.
So today you're asking the council to receive and adopt the 2015-16 annual report and summary annual report. Just a bit of a reminder, these reports have been through the Audit and Risk Committee, and they recommended them for adoption, and they forwarded them through to the Finance and Performance Committee. The Finance and Performance Committee met on the 22nd of September, where we focused on the performance of the council and the group, and they have recommended it through to this governing body for adoption. The only changes that were made from the set that went to the Audit and Risk Committee that were significant was the addition of the subsequent event note relating to the CRL, the announcement by the government that was added. Otherwise, the only changes that have been made have been of editorial and typo type things, so there's been no significant changes. We have also received clearance from our legal team, who've confirmed that we've complied with all the statutory and legal obligations that we're required to do in presenting these accounts to you for approval. I'm happy to take any questions that you might have. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you, Francis and Kevin. Questions, comments or queries, councillors? Councillor Penny W.
Just very quickly, I'd like to thank you. This was a very readable report, unlike some of the others, which you have to plough through. And I know a lot of work went into making it simpler and more readable, so can I thank you, and as usual, you've done a sterling job, both of you.
Thank you.
Well done, thank you, Councillor Penny. On that basis, it's been moved and second. I'll move. All those in favour say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Against? Passed. Thank you. Quickly on to item 13. Lynn, all the best. Mark, how are you? Councillor Bill, out of the Audit and Risk Committee, will you move the recommendations, please?
Will do so.
Is there a seconder?
Yep. Yeah.
Councillor Ross. Can I have Councillor Bill, please?
Mr Mayor, the first thing I'd like to do is acknowledge Sir John Walker, who chaired this committee for the first part of this term, and it was a privilege to take over from his good work. The committee has developed a new work program, has come up with some new governance proposals for the incoming administration. And from here on in, it should really be business as usual, following the work program, making minor adjustments and so forth as we follow through. And Mark might like to make some further comments about what has happened over the past 9 months.
Thank you very much, Councillor Bill. Mark.
Thank you, Your Worship. Yeah, this is the report from the Chair of the Committee. This is the first time we've done this. As the Chair said, it arises out of some work we did last year. We've refreshed the terms of reference. The purpose of this report is to give visibility to the governing body of the work of the committee. The report is a short, factual summary of the work that covers the work of the committee in terms of the forward work program based around key organisational risks, around the monitoring of the work of the risk function, the internal audit function, external audit, and particularly around the focus on health and safety. So I'm happy to take any questions on the report.
Excellent, Mark. Thank you. Questions or comments, councillors? Right. Mark, they've run out of
Half.
Half. Right, I'll move it. It's moved and seconded. All those in favour say aye.
Aye.
Against, passed. Thank you very much. Mark, cheers. Bill, thanks a lot. Right, now councillors, we have got representatives here today from the Rainbow Communities Advisory Panel, the Seniors Advisory Panel and the Youth Advisory Panel. Excellent. And so, welcome to you all. Austin, for a start. Austin, congratulations on another strong 3 years performance. You've done really well working in beside the panels, you and the team. So thank you for your hard work. Hang on. I haven't finished speaking, Austin. Just calm down. This morning you're going to present the three panels, and so away you go.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So the panels have provided advice to the council in the last 3 years. In August, 3 panels presented their highlights and achievements. And today we have seniors, Rainbow Communities, and Youth Advisory Panel members and the chairs presenting what they have done. So this is rather for them to present their highlights and achievements than staff myself. And also there are slight changes to the attachment B, which was developed by the seniors advisory panel around what they have done. So some of the changes include that what they have done is a collaborative and collective efforts, and also it is the focus they have focused on around the age-friendly cities framework and advice around the International Day of Older Persons. So this is for, to start with, I'd like to invite the members of Seniors Advisory Panel.
Kamsahamnida, Austin. Right, so we are going to have, yes, we're going to have the Seniors Advisory Panel first, as to be expected. Margaret, welcome to you and all the panel members. I want to acknowledge Councillor Cathy, who is the liaison councillor to this advisory team.
Kia ora koutou.
Welcome. Kia ora.
Thank you very much for the opportunity to work on the seniors panel. It's been a real privilege for us all, and thank you very much for the chance to talk to you today. Just in case you've forgotten who we are, I'll just ask the members of the panel here to introduce themselves.
I'm Richard Northey.
Oh, who's that?
Janet Clues.
Oh,
Russell Rigby.
Judy Blakey.
As we, the very first seniors panel, it took us quite a while to find our feet. We knew we were to give strategic advice. I don't know. Oh, there we go. And we assumed that would result in strategic outcomes. In general, that didn't happen. We were too optimistic, I think. 2 main priorities were firstly, for Auckland to become part of the Age-Friendly Cities International Network, and secondly, that a seniors 10-year housing plan be developed. These have not happened in our term. We had hoped that outcomes would be set in concrete and sustainable. However, our panel was keen to undertake its own review based on our reflections, so we organised a workshop and wrote our own report, and I think that's been given to you, mainly to summarise for ourselves the work that had been undertaken. Some of the areas where we felt our advice had resulted in achievements were that seniors are more visible and less stereotyped in council's organisational structure and communications. Seniors' work, both paid and in a voluntary capacity, is more recognised and appreciated. And in addition, there has been some important groundwork done which provides a baseline for further research and strategic planning. For example, a paper called Seniors Housing, Issue Identification Paper, is an important first step towards our priority for that 10-year housing plan. And we had some more tangible results. For example, we ran a seniors forum attended by 350 seniors from a very wide range of cultural groups across our region. Over 30 of those groups gave presentations, and we now have a much wider database of seniors to consult with. This database was sent not only to council but to local boards and CABs, and we also captured many more diverse images of seniors on that day. And some of those you can see here in this presentation. These were sent to the communications unit, and we're now seeing some of that diversity in the council publications. Another example of a tangible outcome is this booklet, Housing for Older People Design Brief. We were thrilled to see the emphasis on universal design and other key building and design considerations where we had been working to make some progress. And not only was the content a great result, but the imagery was too. Some of that diversity we have been talking of appearing on this cover. We also believe that we're well on our way to becoming an age-friendly Auckland, and there's been clear support from many of you in this regard. However, I have been contacted by other seniors groups about the final vote on the 1st of September, and they were equally surprised at the result of the vote. One left this message on my answer phone. And we agree, this initiative won't go away. It's a priority for the Office for Seniors, the Ministry of Health, Grey Power, Age Concern, Alzheimer's New Zealand and many other agencies. It's cost neutral, like any other planning, you do so with the resources available. It's not just a pretty bit of paper, as was mentioned earlier, but a considered, robust process of planning and evaluation based on evidence. And we already are age-friendly. It just requires a commitment to incremental change over time. So we ask you to include age-friendly cities in your discussions in your communities and in your future deliberations as councillors or in other positions that you hold. And that you really open your minds to the needs of seniors in the future. Their needs will be greater than ours, and this needs planning for. Over a third of New Zealand seniors will live in Auckland. We absolutely affirm the value of having a seniors panel and recommend there be one in the next council. Thank you to you, Mayor Len, and to all of the councillors, but especially to our liaison councillor, Cathy Casey, and some very dedicated and supportive staff. We've had an amazingly talented and committed panel, and many members continue to work on projects initiated by that panel in their own time. We've worked really hard to achieve good outcomes for seniors, and you can see the level of activity undertaken in our report attached. Very good cost benefits for council. Thank you for this opportunity, and thank you especially for your work to represent Auckland seniors, along with the wonderful diversity of people who make up Tamaki Makaurau. Kia ora koutou.
Kia ora, Margaret. Thank you very, very much. You want to give them a round of applause? I just love that we will not dawdle into the sunset. Oh, gosh, that's beautiful. Sort of rage into the night, isn't it? Bit of Shakespeare going on there. Right. Questions, comments, queries. Councillor Cathy, you got anything that you'd like to add or reflect? No. Right. Councillors, any other comments or queries to the seniors panel? We were delighted with your presentation, Margaret. Thank you. It's great to see you all. All the very best, and my hopes are that you will continue on your great work.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.